Mr. Secretary, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Happy New Year to you. And after two days of this siege, I just want to ask you, what is the situation right now at our embassy in Baghdad?
Well, the situation is stabilized. My latest information is that the Iranian-sponsored militia groups that were there on site have retreated. And as you know, we have reinforced the embassy to make sure that it is secure and safe for all the personnel inside there.
What is your damage assessment? I know they did not breach the walls, but they did get to the perimeter area, to a guard post there, a staging area, and we saw the torching of that building as well.
Yeah, there's some minor damage, but I'm actually don't have those details. It's something that Secretary Pompeo is looking at, and our focus right now is making sure that we can continue to protect our people and resume embassy operations as soon as possible.
Now, you have said that they will regret it if they do anything more. What is our threat in terms of what will happen if these Iranian-sponsored militants come back?
Well, you have to look at the broader history here. So for several months now, and particularly in the last couple, we've had these Iranian-sponsored militia groups, in this case, Kataib Hezbollah, that has been attacking our personnel and our bases. And the attack that resulted in the death of an American and the wounding of 4 soldiers was actually 31 rockets fired at the base. We saw this uptick over the last 2 months, nearly a dozen attacks, increasing in both volume and the type of weapons used. And so, you know, enough is enough. This is part of Iran's malign behavior that they've been spreading across the region from Africa all the way through the Middle East into Afghanistan now for 40 years. And it's this type of bad behavior that simply needs to end. And we resume all the we have all the capabilities inherent in the United States military to either respond to further attacks or to take preemptive action if additional attacks are being prepared.
Now, you've sent in nearly 700 troops from the 82nd Airborne. There were Marines who came in on Ospreys. How long will those forces remain there? Is this an emergency situation that's still continuing at the embassy?
Well, we deployed those additional forces as what we think a prudent, precautionary measure to ensure the safety and security of folks, not just at the embassy in Baghdad, but in Iraq writ large and, frankly, the region. So we will be deploying them. They will arrive over the coming days, and they will be available for deployment in order to ensure that type of security for our people and facilities in the broader region. And we will keep them there as long as necessary to ensure that mission is accomplished.